Hello, my name is Samuel McDaniel, and I decided to go ahead and do my site visit on a program that is called the City of San Antonio Head Start and Child Care Partnership Program. I was able to go ahead and interview a lady. Her name was Sherry Anthony, who's been working there for 5 years, and she is a family support supervisor. And what this program pretty much does, it provides resources to children and family who is currently at risk, and provide them with resources for medical insurances, or educational purposes. They also help them as far as to go ahead and sign up for programs as far as dealing with dental, show them how to go ahead and look for housings, and also to determine, how they can actually look at for educational purposes for their children to figure out where they'll be able to get the best education in their area. When I was interviewing Mrs. Anthony, she told me that the mission statement, as far as with the city of San Antonio, the Early Start program, is to ensure great Head Start programs to them every day. This is a company that really focuses more about the quality of their services, more or less the quantity as far as how many people they hate. She was telling me that they actually work about 40 hours a week, typically, but they are salary based paid, and some of them are currently on hourly, but they really don't give up until the work is done. And they considered, as far as helping the families, that's how they consider their quality. That's how they measure their quality as a company, based on quality. Now the children, these families are from 3 to 5. It's mostly in Latino and African American demographic as far as in San Antonio. They work with school districts as far as with Edgewood, and also some Northside schools. For example, some of the cities in San Antonio is listed are Memorial High School, Southwest, and East Central. As far as in reference to this agency, they're more or less working on to go ahead and empower the families. They want to go ahead and let them know as far as the resources that they have in order for them to go ahead and make better decisions for their family and be able to go ahead and have options to the resources that they need once they're currently in their situation. One of the main things that I did go ahead and ask Miss Anthony as far as what kind of educational tools that you would need in order to apply for this position or be a part of this company. They do prefer people that have an educational background as far as education, whether that's going to be bachelor's or with a master's. Also in sociology and psychology, that is welcome. The different type of professions that are actually in this program is actually going to be teachers, behavior counselors, nutritionists, social workers, and custodial workers, as far as that are going to be a part of this program. When I was currently asking what are some other work experiences that you can have as far as working with in this company, because this company, what they pretty much do is they take a client and a family, they consider that as a family client, whether it's the child or the whole family itself, and they provide resources based on what that child needs or what that family needs. So if they need more information as far as educational purposes, after school programs, what daycares are currently in their area, how to apply for WIC, programs like that, they'd be able to go ahead and give them that information as far as that. So with that being said, for volunteers, a lot of college students, as far as that they're partnered with, as far as St. Mary's, Incarnate Word, and Trinity University, a lot of the teachers that are actual majoring in teaching or in the medical field, as far as dentistry or in the medical field, they definitely go ahead and assist them as far as their needs, and that's considered like their internship as far as for volunteer work. So that's something outside of educational work that you can use in order to go ahead and apply for this position or work for this job, because they do look for something like that. How are they measured as far as for quality? The company, they really focus on quality more than the quantity as far as how many people they actually assist. I didn't know that we had so many programs involved in some of the city's school districts that go ahead and help these families provide for their family from food, or provide for their family as far as give them medical insurance. That's something that I had no idea that was currently happening in the city of San Antonio. Mostly because of that, because I live on the north side part, so we're pretty much advanced as far as the way our high school looks, or the technology that they have in there. But some of these districts like Edgewood, when I was doing the research, they don't even have the necessary textbooks, or their books are outdated, and they don't have the necessary resources that they have. So this program, as far as the City of San Antonio Early Head Start program, they focus on getting the children at their younger age, in 3 to 5. That way they can go ahead and make sure that they can empower their families on how to go ahead and raise them. Miss Anthony really didn't have a whole lot to say, as far as that she's been working there for 5 years. Her background was that she was a teacher for Parent Child Incorporated in San Antonio before it got taken over in the city, and she was doing that for the last 17 years. So she's currently working there as far as that. She says she does see a whole lot of cases, as far as mostly African American and Latinos that are being affected as far as in San Antonio. Mostly are on the east side, west side, and south side part of San Antonio. But other than that, as far as how to actually get your child involved, or if you want to know any more research, you would have to go ahead and apply to www.sanantonio.com. In order to go ahead and fill out the application. They'll be asking you information as far as for your background. She didn't have any really bad things to say about, the job's perks. She did say, you're put in that situation every day to figure out that all these people deal with different reasons why certain stuff is not happening in their life, as far as why they're not able to go to school. You have to be very open-minded, and you just can't judge. This is something that you have to try to understand where that person is coming from, and understand what is their means to life, in order to go ahead and give them the resources that they need to survive. And that's something that I did really take from it. One thing that she told me, that they partner with United Ways. It is a nonprofit organization, so they don't get any type of funds, but they do get government funding with that. And when it comes with government funding, they try to work with pro bono that's in the community, in order to go ahead and get work with small businesses, in order to go ahead and promote clinics and insurances and stuff like that within the neighborhood. But other than that, this was a very good site visit. Miss Anthony was very short and firm. I didn't really get to talk to her as much as about all the necessary stuff that I need to go and see about the information. But she did give me a whole lot of resources as far as how you can figure out how to get involved. The fact that we know very little about them in San Antonio definitely bothers me. I didn't know anything about that, or I would have never even known anything about this until an assignment like this was brought up. But very informational, definitely a useful tool. And like I said, the company is called City of San Antonio Early Head Start Child Program, and you can definitely reach them by website, and it's a very good, useful program. So.